Hi, John Valvano here. In this video I'm going to route the ground. Now I did move some of the components to the other side of the board because I thought it would be easier to use. So in this particular solution, what's on the bottom shown here on this screen will actually be on the top, facing the top of the box. So the microcontroller and the chips and the resistors are going to be hidden underneath, but the test points and the LEDs and the connectors will be on the top, and the switches. All right, let's route the ground. Now, just like power, I'm going to use as big a wire as I can imagine, and just like power, I'm going to try to do it in a star form. Okay, so it helps to sort of know where all the powers are. And again, I'm going to go right to left on the top and up to down on the bottom. So I'm going to start with a 20 mil red, and so I'm going to choose one spot which I want to be the most ground, okay, and go star from there. And for this particular case, you can see I have chosen a ground trace, okay, and it will highlight all the places I need to go. Okay, so there's one, okay, there's one, here's one right there, but I got to go down, so I'll change over to the bottom layer. Okay. Okay, so again, I'm going to try to make this a star, and in this particular case, I'm going to link it here onto the top. So I do a center click right there and connect it via. Okay, so these are more or less an up. And you can sort of see I got to get some wires underneath it. So I'll make these three up, but make them blue. Okay, so I'm blue, blue, blue. Okay. The big ground here is this one under the microcontroller. Okay. So, yeah, again, I'm going to make it nice and big. So I first go along the top because I'm going left to right. And then I'm going to do a center click, click, center click, right click. Okay, it changed color to there. Okay, and then I'm going to this guy here. You see, I got to connect it up, and I need some these switches to get out. So I'm going to keep it blue. Okay, because I'm more or less going up. Okay. And you can see it highlights the place I want to go, okay, where I want to hit to, and it's pretty good. It won't actually let you connect it up wrong. Okay, again, I'm going up to here. Now I can't go red this way because that's over this one, so I'll just keep it blue. All right, oh, here's another one, but that one I can go red, see? Or I can start from here and get there. This is not a very high current path spot. This is just okay, switch to red. So again, you don't want a loop, and you want a star pattern, okay? Now, after your third or fourth machine, you have my permission to do a ground pour, but we don't let 445L students do ground pours. Okay, so there's a ground up here, and I will go on the top. Okay, red on the top, and I'm basically trying to stay out of the way of everything else because I still have to do the signals. Okay? And so I'm going to click it here, click, make a hole. You see I made the hole. Yep, made the hole. Ground. Okay, the switches don't use ground. They used power. Okay. LED's got a ground. Yeah, see there's a ground right there. And there's some grounds. There's a ground right there. So, yeah, pull it up here. You see, this is a ground. Okay, so I can go, okay, red. Yeah. So you see I'm making that the yellow line square. Click, right click, left click, okay, click, okay. And if you scroll in far enough, you can see what the pins are. You can see what the you know, what the trace is. Red. Hmm. Now, yeah, okay, reset, ground, ground, ground. So I'm looking for more grounds. Again, if you scroll in far enough, you can see the traces are labeled, right? Which is good to help you see. Now, I'm pretty sure the chips is going to have some ground. There's a ground. Okay, so I got to get ground over in this direction. Okay, so again, in my star-like pattern, okay, I need a ground here. I need a ground there. So I'm going to go this way. And sometimes you got to go left to go right. Don't matter. Top to bottom. 20 mils still. Down. Click. Okay, again, you see how the yellow line was straight? Okay, now I got a ground on my regulator, but that's an up, so I'm going to go blue. Now, luckily for through-hole parts, you can route them very easily on the top or the bottom. All right, let's see. Ground. There's a ground. Up. See, I'm going up. Capacitor. It's probably got 2 caps on that. All right, so all right, I got a ground right here. Now again, I could. This is a ground that's going to the programmer. So I probably, you know, rather than go in a circle, yeah, I think I'm going to go in a star pattern. Okay, so I'm going to rip this one up right here. I'm going to rip this one up. Now don't delete it. It's a rip up. Okay, when you want to do it over again, don't delete it. You see, I got a little bit in there. Delete that one too. All right, not delete, rip up. Okay, so again, using my star pattern, I'm going to start here, okay, on the bottom. This is my most effective ground. Okay, okay, I don't want to rip it. Okay, crap, I don't want to rip it. I want to build it. Okay. Z, escape, Control Z. All right. So sometimes when you make a mess, you can just start over. Okay, so again, blue going up. Blue going up. And if I went over here, I wouldn't even have to. Yep, okay, see that? Again, you see I'm trying to hit a star pattern. Let's see. Control Z. Didn't like it. See how more star patterned it is? Okay, it wasn't looped. This is not tied to there. It's not a loop. Okay, ground. There's probably some grounds up in here. And one of these is going to be ground. So, yeah, go over there. Okay, again, I'm going to go right to left on red. You can see it's going to help me here by, now I can go around it. That way I don't have to change colors. Now, in this case here, when you're in the corners, you can often violate the right-left one because there's no crossing. Okay, there's a bunch of grounds there, and again, I want to go more star pattern, right? So rather than loop it through this stuff, I'll come off of here. So careful, don't get too close to the edge, of course. And now the drill patterns, the holes are going to be covered. Now you see again that my ground is star patterned, not looped. So this is the logic analyzer ground. And I'll put a right angle header on that. I'll put a right angle header on this one. Okay, so I probably got one more ground. All right, one more ground. There's going to be ground on these chips. So if I zoom in far enough, you can see it'll give me the pads. See, there's a ground. That's pretty close to this one, right? So again, I probably should go down because it's the wrong color. So I will. Now, the chips don't require, you know, I don't know if I can put a, maybe I can. Oh yeah, that's going to be fine. See, I brought it out, and I'm going to click here because I want to go down, because I want to go, maybe I'll go across a little bit first, and then I'll go down. Click, center click, right click. You see I made a via. You see that? And then I'll go down here. All right, I got a ground over here. V out. I got a ground over here somewhere. That one's ground. See it right there? So obviously I got to go red, right? I got to go red because it's a surface mount. Okay. Red. Okay. Now you could try playing with different snaps, okay? And here's a ground. Again, I'm going to okay, left click, center click, right click. Okay, that's how I made it. And I'm gonna, since I got to get all those wires through. You see. Matter of fact, let me escape that. Let me move this guy back. See, not so far. Again, I'm thinking about the next level here. I'm thinking about the next level. So I need to get all those yellow wires through. So I'll give them a path here. So left click, center click, left click, and then I'll come up like this. See, that'll give me a nice easy spot. And then I can go back over to, okay, left click, center click, right click, and then I click like that. All right, so now we're connected. Ground, ground, ground. All right. All right, so that's my ground. In the next video, I'll route the power. In the next video, I'll route the signals. Okay. So again, enjoy.